So you want to go paddleboarding with your dog. You think your dog is not going to stay on the paddleboard, or that they're going to hate it, they're going to be afraid of it, and they are not going to want to get on it at all, and they're just going to have a flat panic. So I thought, you know what, it's coming up to water season. Why don't I show you guys how I did it with Max, and maybe you can try it with your dog. I'm not a dog trainer. I don't know what's going to work for your particular specific dog. I'm just going to show you how I did it, and maybe it will work for you. This is the first video. We're going to do a little series of this and break it down into stages for you. So in this video, there's a few things that you're going to need. Paddleboard, dog, treat pouch, because we are cookie pushing. If you want to do it this way, the way that I've done it, what's really, really going to help you is having a couple of things already nailed down before you start. A marker word. This is a word that you're going to say to your dog when they've done exactly what you want them to do. With Max, I use yes. And when I say yes, he gets a reward. I also have for him a release cue. So when he's finished doing what I've asked him to do and he's free to kind of mess about and do what he wants, he's got a release word, which is break. Some people use free and things like that. There's a load of different ones. Decide for yourselves what your marker word is going to be. That is the word you're going to say when your dog has done exactly what you were hoping that they would do. And your release cue when you're happy for your dog to just finish engaging with you. We're going to get a couple of other commands in as well when I get the board out, so let's get into it. If you haven't got a marker word and a release cue, you might want to work on those before you go any further, because that will really, really help your dog to learn faster. But if you've got those things down already, let's get into it. Let's blow this sucker up. Okay, so we've got our board inflated. Now, Max is already used to the board, so your dog might not be this confident on it to start with. If your dog's a little bit nervous of it, the very first thing I did with Max was every time he had a look at the board or showed some interest in it, I would mark it with my marker word and throw a reward down. But I was throwing the treat onto the board. You might have to wait a few minutes. A lot of this is a waiting game and it's patience. If they're not quite doing it, you could just point at it, yes. And then if they get on the board, yes. Mark it, treat them, reward them on the board. Yes. Maybe do that for like 10 treats. And that's what I would do for my very, very first session. So if you're starting from scratch and your dog has never seen the board before, that's definitely what I would do. That's how I did it with Max. I just got him used to being on and around the board indoors. This is all being done indoors, so you could do this in your garden or your living room if it's big enough. If you've got enough space indoors to do it somewhere, that's great. Okay, so once your dog is confident with the board, then all I did with Max was start teaching him how to get on and off the board. And my command for him to get on was just get on, basically, and then get off was off. I'm not very imaginative with my cues, all right? On. Yes. And reward on the board. And then off. Yes. And on. Yes. And off. Yes. On. Yes. And then he can have a break. And he can have a break for a minute. He doesn't have to interact with me, but he is going to come back because he just loves doing shit. That was my second step. So first step was just giving him treats on the board and getting him to show some interest in it, getting them used to it and comfortable with it. Second step, just getting them used to getting on and off the board using on or off. Go away first, get your dog used to the board, get them comfortable with it, and then come back in a couple of days. If you're not following, make sure to drop us a follow so that you don't miss any of these videos. I will, of course, add them to a playlist at the top of my profile so you can check back in on them.